Hey, we're back. Show 353. What is this, May 23rd? Yeah, May 23rd, 2021. So hope posted the link in on YouTube and on Facebook. So if anyone wants to join, they can. Everybody's had a good last couple of weeks. Hard to believe we're coming up on the end of May already. Summer is quickly approaching here. I've just noticed in the last week or so that the air has gotten noticeably heavier and thicker. So the humidity is creeping in, and the temperatures are going up. We're about 87, 88 right now. I think yesterday was about 85, 86. Friday was about 85. So, and the forecast for this coming week is pretty much all in the mid to upper 80s with lows, still reasonably comfortable in the 60s. So it's about the time of year when the temperature starts takes a step forward, I guess, and moves up. So we are pretty much locked in for the next 4 months, I guess. Yeah, pretty much until mid-September, I would say. So air conditioners are running, not all the time, but they're running a good amount now, especially in the afternoon. So get ready for those large power bills. Yep. So I had to tech out. Air conditioners look good. Hopefully they make it through another summer. The upstairs one should. We replaced that about 5 years ago, but the downstairs one has been around for quite a while. I would say it is probably elderly at this point as far as air conditioning and furnace systems go. But just had to tech out a couple weeks ago, a week and a half ago, and he said it was still in really good shape. So that is good for me, hopefully. But yeah, so we are back, and it looks like taking a quick look at the group. There's quite a good amount of images. So I've got a few to go through here, and I've got an interesting story that popped up in my feed. When was it? A few days ago. That I think Wes would be particularly interested in, since he is the wildlife photographer. He's a staff wildlife photographer here. So I think I want to find out if he's ever encountered this particular situation before. Kind of interesting. We'll have to talk about that and then dig into the images. But yeah, we're coming up on a long weekend here in the U.S. Next week. Yeah, 3-day weekend for Memorial Day. So that is a positive thing. Summer is officially here, and looks like we're going to have lots of people doing summer activities. That is for sure, especially since more and more people are getting vaccinated. So we are good.
How you doing?
How's it going?
Good. You doing good?
Doing well. Super busy, but I'm surviving. I can't complain, I think. There's Wes. Hey, Wes.
Hey, Wes, I found one alligator. And that was in the Botanic Waters, and he was in Botanic Gardens, and he was in the water, and I was about 75 feet away from him. And all I saw is his snout and his back. And I thought, you stay there, mate.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were in Florida. Was it last week? You were down there?
I went down Monday, came back Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Weather good? Did weather cooperate?
It was nice. It was really comfortable.
Good.
But it's funny, it's the end of the season down there. When we went on my mate's boat, going around the inlets, and he was telling me on these hotels or apartments or condos, they have the shutters there. And when they close the shutter, that means they've gone away for the season. They've gone off. So you see on these buildings, half the shutters are down.
Yeah.
They've gone away.
Where did you go? What part?
Naples.
Okay. Yeah.
Beautiful there.
Yeah, it is. Beautifully hot and humid in the summer, though, so a lot of people leave. I think your mic is muted, Wes. We're not hearing you, I don't think. Double check. There.
Okay.
Yep.
Hear me now?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. You were mute. So. Oh,
Just
good.
the wrong input was set. It does
Oh,
that
yeah.
sometimes.
I did the same thing. It defaulted to my webcam instead of my little mic up here. So.
Yeah.
Good. So Naples, Florida. That's yeah. That is a beautiful. Beautiful part of the state, but yeah, I imagine it gets. I was just talking to a client down there a few weeks ago, and I said, "Yeah, it's getting hot and humid now." Yeah,
Yeah.
Somebody that lives down there full time, and they said, "Yeah, summer, everybody, most town shrinks in terms of population by."
Yeah. Well, my friend stays there. He doesn't go back north because that's where he's living now. He doesn't have the luxury of having a house up north. So, but it's funny though because he was telling me a lot of people move out town and go north for the summer.
Yep, they leave in April and come back in October, November, or something like that. Yeah.
Very wealthy area, so people can afford to have more than one house.
Yeah. A lot of people that live there are doing okay. They've got some extra disposable income.
Well, he's got a nice house. It's small, 2-bedroom, but he uses one room as his office and that. So it's nothing really big, but it's a lovely house. It's ideal for him. That's what he needs.
Yep. Is he right on the beach or?
No, he's away from the beach about maybe a couple of miles.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Then I saw 3 dolphins.
Okay.
We went out for a ride in his boat. He's got a 14-foot boat, but in the inlets and that, we're floating along. Then all of a sudden, a dolphin comes by. It was like about 15 yards away, so it was lovely. I'm glad I saw my dolphin. Glad I didn't see it get too close to a crocodile. But
what's your sense of adventure?
I'm just kidding with the crocodiles. What's that?
Where's your sense of adventure? You got to run up there and get real close, stick the camera right in its face, get a good picture of it's going like that, where it chops you in half.
When we was in the botanical gardens, when I saw him in the water and that, I was thinking like, he's too far away. Maybe I should jump in and swim across and get a quick selfie.
There you go. Yeah. Like any any good tourist would do. Would be to jump into the water and go over and swim and get a selfie next to the alligator. Yeah.
You might find out that there's more than one there.
Yeah.
That's
true.
The ones you didn't see.
Or the ones you have to worry about, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. There's probably more than one there, and most of them are probably underwater, just waiting for something to swim by that looks appetizing. So, well, good.
I had a great time. He wants me to go again this year, but I said I'll see. So he wants me to come down twice a year. So I thought, well, if I go down there twice a year, I go to Myrtle Beach twice a year because my sister lives there. Then I go to England once a year. So that'll be my vacation for the year.
Yeah, you get all your trips. Yeah, well, you go down to Naples like now, and then maybe in October, November if there's not a hurricane around. So. Yeah, Joe just is watching. It's got a hurricane warning there in Phoenix, right, Joe?
Oh, major hurricanes, yeah. Major.
Yeah. It's a hurricane of hops. It's a hurricane of hops.
A big hops hurricane, yeah.
Joe, have you ever had to evacuate?
Yeah, actually, not from my home though, but a couple times, yeah. When I temporarily lived in Oklahoma. Tornadoes, and another tornado when I was at a truck stop in Kentucky. Yeah, we had to, and in that case, we couldn't go anywhere. We had to all go to the basement of this truck stop. That I would, yeah.
That's always exciting. Now we haven't had to evacuate, but yeah, living here, well, and in Illinois too, we've had to. Get the tornado sirens go off, and go to the basement of the house and hide in the corner and hope that nothing happens.
When I was in Oklahoma, of course, that was the first time I had ever been through anything like that, and tornadoes, and you could flipping literally see the tornadoes. There was a couple of them that I could see. I was losing my mind, screaming like a little girl. I was losing my mind. And they were like, yeah, not a problem, man. You want to go to Sonic? I'm like, Sonic, what? You out of your mind? You know what I'm saying?
Gotta get a cherry limeade.
I
Yeah.
mean, I'm like,
if there's a tornado in view, you get 50% off your cherry limeade.
Yep.
So
are
that's
you kidding me right now with this? Yeah, I was like, you gotta be out of your mind. Oh my God.
yeah. Well, it's just like any what I mean down there. Yeah, they see a lot of tornadoes, so
Yeah.
nothing really scares them. Which is, unless it's really big one, like enough, big one, then probably should be more scared than they are. But somewhere where it snows, people don't care at all if you get 4, 5, 6 inches of snow. And down here, just a threat of snow, everybody's running to the store and stocking up on food because they might actually get snow on the grass. Yeah.
They do the same thing.
It's funny too, because the last time it actually snowed in Phoenix, I happened to be here. The last time snow actually laid down on the ground here, and it was a big freaking deal. But that was many moons ago. I happened to be visiting from Albuquerque here for a game, and it snowed. But if it rains, it's a big deal here. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. It's all relative, I guess. So, but yeah, Oklahoma and tornadoes. Yeah, they probably see a fair amount of them, especially because it's flat, so you can see for miles and miles and miles. So you'll see storms pop up, and we used to see them in Colorado. They'd come over the mountains, thunderstorms, and then you could watch them come over the mountains. We get a bunch of rain and hail since we're near the mountains, but then you could see them go out east, and you could start seeing the clouds turning as they went 10, 15 miles east, and then you'd hear on the radio, yep, tornado warning for Greeley or eastern Colorado, and
eastern Colorado into Kansas is good luck with that.
That whole part of the country gets a good amount of tornadoes. So
we get some pretty big dust devils here, but not tornado. Yeah.
Dust devils, and then you get what are those Habibs or whatever, those giant sandstorms. Yeah, just waves, like a big cloud of sand, basically. That it starts coming off the desert in California, right? And it just builds up and builds up, or does it come from the south?
Yeah, we get those, but we had. We get dust storms all the time, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just get the wind picks up. It's dry.
It's so dry here that any wind just picks up the dust. You know what I'm saying? It just picks it up, and next thing you know, you can't see sand blowing everywhere.
Yeah. It's a big problem when you don't get any rain. Just nothing. Big dust.
It's just dust. Yeah. Nothing to hold it down, man.
Yeah. So I was going through. People have been busy, especially Wes and you, James, and Simmy's posted a few images. So you're good there. So I got that, but I saw something pop in my feed a few days ago from Petapixel. I don't know if you saw this, Wes, but I figured maybe you might. This is interesting. Look at this. This is where is it? This one. You've seen birds flying carrying sticks. Well, look at this. There's an osprey carrying a stick, and there's a red-winged blackbird on the stick squawking at the osprey as the osprey carries the stick away.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I didn't see that.
That's rare. I mean, this is wildlife photographers captured a strange once-in-a-lifetime shot of a small bird catching a free ride on a larger bird's stick. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Because blackbirds are. I mean, they're very, very, very protective. They'll squawk and fly around and dive bomb. Any bird that's bigger than them. Crows, hawks, anything. Yeah, they'll just.
They don't let people get real close either. So that's
I've been dive bombed by. Right when you get too close to its nest. Yeah.
You know what? I was thinking about you guys because, God, it wasn't this past week, but the week before. I had in front of my truck while I'm driving, of course, all of a sudden this big bird just like attacked this other bird, just like right in front of my truck, man. I thought I was gonna hit both of them because he like came down and poof, grabbed them and took off, man.
Oh, wow.
Insane. Yeah. He just like you could kind of see him hovering over here, and I was like, what the hell's going on? And then he bam like that, snatched that bird and took off. And it literally happened in front of my windshield. It was crazy.
So was the bird flying? Or...
Yeah.
Wow. So he grabbed the bird out of the air then.
Out of the air. It was crazy. I never seen that.
That's wild. Yeah. Yeah. That's now we've had what were they? Cedar waxwings. A few, like maybe 5 or 6 years ago, we had a bunch of cedar waxwings. So they're about the size of maybe like a small dove. I mean, so they're 6-8 inches tall, something like that. And we had a bunch of them around here. It was in the spring. They must have been migrating, and I think they were hanging out on one of our trees, eating all the little seed pods. And there was probably 100 of them around. So they were flying all over the place. And then all of a sudden, we saw I think it was a Cooper's hawk, kind of swoop down, and he herded a bunch. The birds were all. He herded a bunch of the birds into our sliding glass door, and like got them to fly into the door. So they hit, and then they get stunned. Now some of them die, but they get stunned. And then he went down and grabbed one of the stunned birds and took off with it. So it's like he knew what was to do, which was like scare them into the door to knock one of them out, and then he could pick up. And he came down and grabbed it off the deck and flew up over the house.
I'm fascinated. I don't know anything about birds other than they fly. You know what I'm saying? I don't know much about it. And some birds don't fly. That's about all I know.
Yeah.
But, so to tell you what kind of bird it was, other than I don't know, it was a big ass bird.
It was probably some type of hawk, like a red-tailed hawk, or
probably was, yeah.
Cooper's hawk. I don't know, whatever they have out west. There's some variety.
The bird that he grabbed, I never had a chance to really look at it good.
Yeah.
It's just crazy.
I've seen where like one of these ospreys will have a fish, and a bald eagle will come along and vert underneath it and use its talons to knock the fish out of the osprey's claws. And then if the fish falls down, the eagle will fly down and get it.
Wow. Yeah. And the osprey's like, damn.
Yeah.
Not gonna do battle with a bald eagle.
No.
Yeah.
Hell no, I wouldn't.
Well, ospreys have talons too. They're just about 1/3 as big as the bald eagles, though. So
right. Yeah.
It's like, if you're going to a knife fight, make sure you got the biggest knife. And
and the older bald eagles will do it to the younger ones also.
Oh, okay.
I've seen them do it together.
Yeah.
Just haven't had it happen close enough to me where it's a good picture.
So
it's always like a tiny little.
Yeah. So this is probably a very she's just happened to be kind of in the right place in the right time. Yeah.
It's cool.
So,
and I wish in the truck we have actually 2 cameras in the truck videotaping at all times, but I don't have access to those cameras.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So it's taping for insurance purposes if something happens
for the company. Exactly.
Yeah. Because,
to the point where actually sometimes when I'm starting in the morning, all of a sudden the mechanic will tell me, "Hey, hold on a minute, man. They want to they want to adjust your camera." You know what I'm saying? Because they do check them. To make sure they're aimed right and stuff.
So do they just record and then they download them, or does it like connect to the cloud and just?
That part I don't know.
No, all you know is that they're on and they're always recording. Yeah. That's. But yeah, so they probably saw it. I mean, in the recording from that day, they probably saw that happen. So, but yeah, they probably don't even look at it. They just catalog everything, and if they get a lawsuit or something, then they go back and search the files. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, if something were to come up, I've heard from some of my supervisors, like it stays in there for 2 weeks or something. And, so if something comes up, then they'll go back.
Yeah, go back.
It's a period of time anyway. It stays in the system for a little while.
Yeah. So they probably did see that. So yeah, this is kind of cool. It just popped up in my feed on my phone. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. You never see that.
Yeah.
That's one of those it is kind of a once in a lifetime thing. Have you ever ever seen that happen, Wes, but not captured it? Yeah.
No, not another bird on the stick. That's a new one to me.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I've seen some small birds with some really big sticks, but
Yeah,
nothing like that.
yeah, that's cool. And it's like the bird's not catching it right; it's still on the stick, squawking at the osprey, basically defending its territory. It was going to use that stick for something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of cool. So, anybody have any equipment purchases or anything photography related in the last couple of weeks?
No.
Nothing. No. Wes, no. Okay. Okay. I thought maybe I'd check with Wes because sometimes.
Yeah.
How about you, Joe? You get a new camera? Joe?
Yeah, right. No, I didn't buy anything at all. I just continuing to turn down photo shoots. Actually,
Are you starting to see requests go up? Are people reaching out to you more now that people are getting vaccinated and all that stuff?
I've had what seems like it seems like the models that were traveling before are getting out now, and so they're like, I'm going to be in Phoenix. Let's hook up and all that sort of thing. But still, as a matter of fact, even on I put a posting out that I'm just flat not shooting.
Mm-hmm.
But they'll keep contacting me, so I don't know how effective that was. But
yeah. Well, you probably won't maybe not get contacted as much, I guess. But no, it's just kind of interesting as everybody kind of tries to get back to more of a normal. I
feel like
going out and doing stuff.
I feel like more and more people are possibly giving it a go on their own. My daughter is kind of case in point. I mean, my oldest daughter just had a child. And instead of waiting for me to go there to take some pictures, which I eventually will, but with COVID and everything, she just started learning how to take her own pictures with her phone. And to tell you the truth, she's been doing a great job.
Yeah.
Some of the photos I've been getting where she's actually trying hard, trying to frame it right and
get good light and all that stuff.
Yeah. And she's been doing wonderful, man. I'm like, with her phone. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that's cool. Yeah. No, you can the key is just have enough light. I mean, that takes care of most of the problems, really, especially when you're indoors. If you have enough light and you can frame it a little bit, you're going to probably get a decent result. Yeah.
And I told her, just take your time, watch YouTube videos, and it's all about the light, man. It's all about the light and how you frame it and just keep shooting. You know, you got the boy there. You got your subject there anytime you want. So just keep shooting them. He's
not, at least not for a couple years, going to tell you to stop. So
exactly,
for
a little while,
you got a couple years, and then
he's actually her kid, and he's probably never going to tell her to stop taking pictures. Actually, she does not mind taking a picture.
How old is he now? Was he like a month, 2 months?
Almost 2.
Almost, yeah. So I seem to remember it was back in like April or March or April. Yeah. So that's cool.
Almost 2 months, But I feel like that possibly could be what's happening with a lot of people. Again, just out of sheer necessity, wanting some photos, but not wanting to take a chance. And so, oh, you guys might be happy to know I got my first shot yesterday.
Hooray! Congratulations.
Any? Did you have any effects other than your arm being sore?
Tell you the truth, my arm's even barely sore.
Yeah,
barely.
Yeah. So you got somebody that knew how to give a good shot then. Yeah, that's the. But no, you don't feel tired or lethargic or anything like that. Good.
No more than normal. I mean, I am kind of.
Yeah.
My weekend's normally tired. Just
trying to get all the stuff in.
Yeah. It's usually the second shot people have side effects.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
I get.
I had Pfizer and I didn't get any effects.
Oh, you did Pfizer. Okay, I did. Think it
You
was
had Moderna? Did you say?
Moderna. Yeah.
Yeah. I had Moderna, and I was slightly, well, after the first shot, I was slightly tired when I was trying to run, but like normal activity, I didn't notice it. But when I was running, if I was running a little harder, I noticed I was tired. And the same thing for the second shot, but it was only for a couple days. But Pam had to, after the second shot, she didn't feel sick, but she was just tired for about 20 hours afterwards. But within a day or so, she was fine. So she just hung out on the couch for about 5 or 6 hours and slept a little bit and felt better. So
yeah, well, at least it feels better. Yeah.
So you go back in 3 weeks and get the second one, and then
it's they sent me the thing for my appointment.
Yeah, probably. Now, did you get it at a pharmacy, or did you get it at
I did Walgreens.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, so let me see. My second one is
Probably like the
6/19.
6/19. Okay, yeah.
Second one, yeah.
Was it easy to get an appointment? Had you been trying to get an appointment, or not, or did you just like I'm just going to go get one? Yeah.
Yeah, I literally booked it yesterday morning and went. I was trying to find an appointment that fit a particular time frame that I had yesterday.
Yeah.
So, I had other plans, so I didn't want to. I had just a couple-hour window to get this thing. So,
okay. So
my mom scolded me, and my great aunt scolded me for.
There you go. Yeah.
So I told the pharmacist, I was like, my mom told me to get the vaccine, so my mommy scolded me. So.
Yeah. Did you hear, Joey? You should get the vaccine.
Yeah, and I went to visit my great aunt last weekend, and
Okay.
I had to sit there at her table and get scolded by my great aunt once again.
Hey, this is just like when I was 7.
Yeah, the same great aunt that was one of those real sticklers for table manners and that sort of thing. So yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah. Well, Lisa, yeah. Everybody else around you have your aunt and uncle been vaccinated?
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
Your mom's been vaccinated.
Yeah.
How about your sister, your daughters? Have they all? Okay.
Well, I think my youngest daughter actually has not.
Mm-hmm.
I think my youngest hasn't.
Okay.
She was asking me about it, and I told her I hadn't done it either, but it wasn't out of avoiding it. It was just, God bless, I'm pretty darn busy, and
you've got a limited amount of time without having to physically take off of work.
Yeah,
you've got a few 4 or 5 hours a week where you could do, between all the stuff you do on the weekends, and
Yeah, it was, like I told my mom, I'm like, there's only a few hours that I could possibly get this darn thing, and it actually, I haven't been eligible, but for maybe a month, maybe just 6 weeks or so that I've even been out.
It's probably since like mid-April that they made it available for anybody, 50 or younger or whatever. Yeah, it was about mid-April. So, good.
It hasn't, I'm like, give me a break. It hasn't been that long, but yeah. So yeah.
No. Okay. Good.
All right. Get off my back. I'll do it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, good. Yeah. If you hadn't had any effect today, who knows on the second one, but yeah, I guess if you get a really bad effect from the second one, then that probably means that you might have already had it and you didn't know it, because that's what they're saying. People that have a little bit more of an effect after the vaccine might have actually had COVID and they just didn't, or people that knew they had it, but people like never thought I had it, but they're thinking that, if you had it, you might have a little bit more of a reaction to it. So
it's kind of funny. I went into a store for the first time without a mask this week just to try it out.
Yeah. What store did you go to?
Walmart.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. They, last week, Trader Joe's, said if you've been, you don't have to wear a mask inside. And I went in last week. And it's like, okay, I'm vaccinated, so I don't, if they're going to require me to wear a mask, I still will. But I'm like vaccinated, so I'm not worried about it. But I was pretty much the only one in the store that wasn't wearing a mask.
Yeah, that's what I'm still seeing. So I'm still wearing it most times, but
yeah. And then yesterday we went into Publix, which doesn't have they took away, and we were about the only ones in the store without it too.
I went to Harris Theatre today, and there's lots of people without masks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here it's in Arizona, boy. Let me tell you, man, it is a different ball game. Yeah. There's been a lot of Karens here.
Yeah.
And from what I say, the male version are Darrens. From what I hear, are they Karens?
I don't know.
But yeah, there's a lot of people that have actually never wore a mask here.
Yeah,
it just is.
Most of my family is like that. Yeah,
yeah,
a lot. So when I go in a place, I still have a mask. I still wear it in a place. The second I get out, I don't. But
yeah.
Yeah,
you're not fully vaccinated yet, so you should probably continue to do that for the next couple of weeks. But yeah, it is interesting. It's like, okay, now I've been used to wearing a mask when I go into the store, and I go in without it. Now I'm like the only one in the store without a mask. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess.
Yeah. It's an odd feeling.
Yeah, and I know most of the people in the area here have been vaccinated, but they're still, in the store. A lot of them are wearing double masks still, that type of thing. And I'm like, well, it kind of defeats the whole purpose of getting the vaccine. So,
right, yeah,
if you can do it, but it's going to take people a while to get used to it. I mean, they got in the habit of it, so it's going to take them a while to change behavior again. So, but we're moving in the right direction. So, how about you, James? You feel weird going in the store without a mask?
No, I still wear it, but sometimes I do forget it. And when I go up and I go, oh shit. Because what I normally do is carry one in my wallet in case I forget to take one in. So I've always one close, but I leave it in my wallet and use another one.
Yeah, well, back in the day, you used to carry something in your wallet in case you forgot something, right? So it's the same thing, right? Always have one in the wallet in case you need
protection.
it. Yeah,
protection at all times.
In your wallet. You never know when you might need one. Yeah. So that's the same thing.
That's actually a good analogy. That works because, you could tell people that don't want to wear one. Well, did you go without the jimmies back in the day? Did you take that risk? Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, but no, it does feel kind of weird, but it's like, well, you've got more risk of getting hit by a rock falling out of the sky and hitting you in the head, probably, if you're fully vaccinated.
When I went to the airport last week, I didn't have my mask on straight away, and I walked in, and I didn't realize I got about 10 feet into the airport, and I thought, oh shit, put my mask on. Yeah,
they're still requiring masks on all flights still. So yeah, and that'll probably change at some point, but I bet you'll have that for the next few months at least, probably.
Oh yeah,
probably later on. Probably not until next year, even. Yeah. So well, good. Everybody's getting vaccinated or been vaccinated, so we're moving in the right direction. So let's go in here. And speaking of alligators, looks like Wes, you've got a lot. Yeah, you've got a lot of alligator pictures here.
Yeah, threw a few up there.
Yeah, just for James.
Yep.
James likes alligators. He just doesn't want to admit it.
They're a nice pet to have around.
Yeah.
When I was in the army, I was stationed in British Guyana, and we had a pet alligator there. I think it was cool, but it was the officers and the sergeants that wanted to keep it. And it was only about 2 foot long, and it was to a tree, and I felt sorry for the bloody thing.
So when you left, what did you do with it? You just...
I don't know what they did with it.
Probably alligator soup, I think, probably at the end. Yeah.
Well, we were starving when we was eating in the jungle because the what's his name? One of the officers was selling the food rations to the locals. So we were having shit food, and when we came out, we went into what's it, Georgetown?
Mm-hmm.
We ordered a big meal because we were starving. We couldn't eat it because our stomachs shrunk.
Yeah. You were so used to not eating. Yeah. Also, he was selling the food to the locals and making that was a side hustle. He was making a little extra money there.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
messed up.
Yeah, that's yeah. So speaking of messed up, this tree's pretty messed up. Not really kind of barren. When did Simi? Whoa, let's go back. This was taken April 30th, so this maybe either it's dead or it just hasn't budded out yet. It doesn't look like there's many buds on it. So, whoa, there we go. But yeah, so that's kind of neat, black and white. It's a nice.
Yeah, it definitely wouldn't be the same in color.
No. I think it's probably
It looks like
boring in color. Be really boring in color. I think.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like one of Jose's pictures, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Very similar to that. Yep. Still nice wide angle. Bridgeport, Connecticut. So that's kind of cool. Simi. Oh, come on. There we go. Thing isn't helping. All right. So we'll go back. Oh, what did he say?
Well, you got plenty of alligators there, Wes.
Yeah.
No wonder why I didn't see one. You had them all.
He's hogging. Yeah, I know my uploads will be locked. That's fine. I don't care. Yeah. Remind me later.
Exactly.
Go
Over
away.
it. Yeah.
Go away. Okay, so this is Hampstead Grant. Seems like we've seen this. This was taken on April 17th. This looks like fall, doesn't it?
Yeah.
No, there's the new growth. So this is just the stuff left over from last fall, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird because these are all new leaves on the trees.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's new. So stuff left over from last year. That's wild. That seems kind of interesting. Let's see. Digitized. Yeah, date and time original. Yeah, 4/17. Wow. I wouldn't think that those leaves would still be around like that after a winter. But yeah, it's kind of neat. I like the solitary leaf on this rock. So he probably walked out and placed that leaf there, I bet. What do you think?
Yeah, it's a little too far away. If there was one like right up front, I would say yeah.
Yeah, like right here. Yeah. Hey kid, I'll give you a quarter if you put that leaf on that rock.
Yeah.
Photoshopped it, maybe.
Yeah, maybe he did. Maybe did what learned from Dennis there and just photoshopped it.
Is there a shopping cart back there?
Yeah, I think back behind this rock over here is a shopping cart. That's neat. I'm just. What's interesting about this photo to me is that all these leaves are still like the way they are after a winter. That's what's interesting to me about this. Knowing that it was taken in April, it's like the leaves fell back in October.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he like boosted the oranges and yellows. And
Yeah,
stuff.
he could have. Yeah, because everything else is. It's all the orange and yellow is on the hillside. There's nothing in the leaf, green. So that might be how he did it. Yeah.
Nice work, man.
Yeah. No, he did a really nice job with that. And what was it? Half a second, so not too long. Yeah, nice. Oh, okay. Nice perspective on this one. Nice sense of motion on this one.
Yeah, you do feel the.
Yeah, I mean, because it uphill, down and coming down into the left. It's kind of interesting how the brain has evolved to perceive depending on where things start and where they end up. Whether it's left, right, up, or down.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of how it affects our impression of stuff. Like if you see somebody moving from right to left across your field of vision is seen as progress, but if somebody's moving from from right to left, it's seen as, even though they may be moving forward, but across from your right to left, it doesn't seem as, it's not as, it seems like they're not moving, I guess. So you get more of a sense, the human brain perceives more movement and forward motion or progress from left to right than it does from right to left.
So let me ask you this. Chinese men read the other side. They read from.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Would it be different? I don't know. Yeah, that's a good question. Is it based on the way that you read? Is it left to right, but if you're reading, so yeah, it'd be like Japanese, basically Sanskrit or whatever would read from right to left. So yeah, that's a good point. I don't know.
Nice picture though.
Yeah. Yeah, nice sense of motion. I like it. Yeah, pretty fast. Not that long of an exposure. Fast moving water. Here's another one like that. Yeah, he's probably boosting the oranges and the orange and the red. To bring out those colors. Yeah. Looks like Simi's getting back out. He hadn't posted images for a couple of months, so I wonder if he just got busy doing stuff and wasn't able to get out.
And work might have let up on him or something for a little while.
Yeah. That's life got in the way, maybe. As happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
More often than we think it does sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, this is nice. Right before, the new growth, all the leaves bud out on the tree. So he's kind of getting it. Now we're in mid-May, so these are probably pretty much all leafed out, pretty much fully at this point. This was, a month ago.
Yep.
Ooh, I like this.
Yeah,
With
nice.
the moss on the side. It almost looks like, that's real long. It almost looks like kelp or seaweed or something like that. Because oftentimes I don't remember seeing moss that is that long. That's kind of interesting.
It's pretty nice because as your eye works its way up the
Mhm.
waterfall, and I like the trees, the way that was captured.
Yep, the trees and the glow of the
Yeah.
sky. Mm-hmm.
Kind of a little fogginess in there.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the way the light's coming through the fog or the mist
Yep.
or something.
Yep,
Pretty cool.
mist. Yeah, that's a nice.
Well done.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. I think so. It's pretty good camera tosser.
Yeah, good camera tosser.
Horsetail or full strength after a recent rain. Okay, so this must be horsetail fall.
It's funny. I prefer his other shots where they're more horizontal, where this is like portrait. Seems like it's
Mhm.
It's a nice shot. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying about the frame.
Yeah.
When you look at this style frame, it seems like it's squashed. When you look at horizontal, it looks like you've got plenty of picture.
Yeah.
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 And I think maybe just because of the height of the waterfall, I don't know, would be why I framed it that way. But
It's also the monitors are horizontal, so if you
Yeah.
printed this large and hung it,
I was going to say
vertical, it would look good.
yeah,
it's just
Yeah.
about the same.
yeah, the monitors aren't. Yeah, they're that 16:9 watt screen.
Always when you share images online, always the horizontal ones get better reactions than the vertical ones.
Mhm.
Yeah.
'Cause the monitors are designed to view horizontal.
This
Yeah.
was 20 by 30 print. It'd be pretty darn spectacular.
Yeah,
On metal, it'd be
yeah. You do this on a metal print. Yeah,
Yeah.
That would look nice hanging in a room somewhere, wouldn't it?
it would pop right out of the damn.
115 seconds.
Wow.
That's surprising. Actually, needed that long an exposure because I'm sure that water was coming off there pretty fast. So it wouldn't have taken much really to
Yeah.
get it totally blurred. But maybe it was this. Maybe all this stuff down here in the lower part of the image to get that.
And I'm wondering if it's multiple exposures, as the waterfall itself doesn't look like it's that long of an exposure,
Yeah.
but the the stream looks like a longer explosion.
Yeah, to get those like those contrails or whatever, the water moving through, that might be longer.
Mhm.
Yeah, maybe it's a composite or stacked or whatever. But yeah, however he did it, it came out nice.
Yeah.
Here we go, another portrait. See,
Yeah.
this is one that could be. I think you could frame it either way, regardless of whether you're printing it or, or monitor. Just because it's not that tall, I guess.
I would bet there's some stuff
Back there, it might not be good.
the edge that he really didn't want.
Yeah, that might be true too. There's something that that didn't fit the image.
Yeah. Because that is spectacular, man. It really is.
Yeah, that's see there. That water is probably the same general creek. That was only a fifth of a second, and look how, look at the water there versus this one at 115 seconds. So I bet maybe that's the data from the front image, maybe.
They
Yeah,
probably got a 200 stop filter on that bed.
yeah. A 38 stop ND filter.
Mhm.
A thousandth of a second turns into 48 minutes.
Exactly. He's not your average camera tosser. I mean, he does. I mean, a fantastic job. I mean, it looks like ice. It looks like
Yeah.
icicle technology.
It's
fantastic.
very cool. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, this is nice. I like this.
Oh, this is the same fall.
same
There's
shot.
the-
Same, but with the horizontal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer this one.
And he moved it over. And what's nice about this is I like this branch kind of coming out of this
Yeah.
pine tree, kind of framing it on the left. Yeah, this is so out of the two, it's the same falls. I think I like this one better.
I prefer this one.
Shows more of a story. It's more of a story. Yeah. What's kind of going on around it. Because it's, but it still seems like maybe there's probably some junk over on the right that you don't want to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is maybe the best composition for.
Looking at the light and the contrast and the shadows,
Mm-hmm.
this would be spectacular in black and white as well.
Yeah, because you've got dark shadows down on the left and up in the upper right, and underneath the waterfall too.
Yeah,
and then the light on the falls itself. Yeah, this would be interesting to do, and
all the textures and stuff that are in there, it would really be spectacular.
Yeah.
Depending on what kind of black and white you did, it would
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
incredible.
Black
Either
and white metal
way,
print. There you go.
Yeah. Either way, this
Yeah.
is a great shot.
Yeah. That's
I prefer this one out of all of these shots.
this one.
Yeah, I think it's nice.
Yeah. And he's got two levels of falls. You got the fall in the back, which I guess that is that this. Yeah, I bet is that same fall.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. Yep. And he just went downstream a little bit and shot. Yeah. So I could kind of see why he didn't maybe go horizontal when he was closer, because it's just not a lot of something. It's a lot of clutter over here.
Yeah.
It looks like, but when in this bigger, wider angle shot or farther away, it kind of fits. Then you got this little thing of color over here stuck in this little red and orange over here, which kind of, that's really nice.
Yeah, for sure.
Kamigami no Niwa, spending time in the God's garden.
And what's going on with the 12 groups there, Sam? Come on.
Yeah. What's going on there? Oh, we're just happy to be in one of the 12, I guess. I mean, I guess it makes more important when we're one of like 79.
Right.
I think this is probably better overall.
Yeah,
Get
everybody
more
gets a car. But
if he's only doing 12, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's a good to be part of the chosen 12. Yeah, that's a nice one. The light's great on this. Color, yeah. Yeah, he's back at the ocean.
This looks like an old one of his.
Yeah, he said this was a 9-panel panoramic.
okay.
He's definitely shot here before.
Yeah, yep. Yeah, it's Myrtle Beach in Connecticut. Yeah, we've seen this pier a few times, but he took a panorama. So 9. So I don't know, it must just take you probably get a pick. When you do that, do you have the option of picking which image the EXIF comes from? I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, I've never had the option when I've combined stuff, but I don't know.
Do that, yeah. Someone, or maybe he's just manually adding something. But yeah, that's kind of. It's nice.
Nice picture. I like it. It's dramatic.
Mhm. Yep. Yeah. That wide that aspect ratio is nice. Yeah. Good stuff. Oh, okay, and we've seen this lighthouse numerous times over the years, I think. Yeah, because this one's got the nice brick house there.
I like it, but it seems like it's squashed.
You think so? Does it seem like it squashed left to right?
The whole bit from left to right, yeah, it seems like it's squashed. If it
No.
came out to the left a bit more and showed more, I think it'd be better. But I don't know what's there.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks like it's some sort of. Well, it's a building. You've got the house, and then you've got some sort of. Oh, is this like that event center? I think he said. I think I remember him saying there's some sort of like event center or something back here where you could rent out.
So you come down on that picture, Mark. Come down
What's
a
that?
bit.
Oh,
Go to the
okay.
picture
Zoom
again.
in.
Then just bring it down a bit. No, up.
Like that?
Bit more. Can you go a bit more? Bit more. You get to the top of it there. That's a lovely picture.
Yeah, it is actually. That's a nice.
Crop it.
It's the cropper. Crop it. Crop it.
Oh man.
Cropper.
That's lovely like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like this photo. I mean,
Yeah.
I darn sure. I can always appreciate what you can't see. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that there's probably trash or something sitting there on the beach that is just creatively.
That's just not going to work. Yeah.
It's just not appealing.
Hey, Coach. He's been in there a little while, but says you just got done scaring crows. Okay, so it must be. Love the waterfalls. Have any of you sold a picture before?
Oh, sure.
Yes.
Yes. Not a lot, but I have sold a few.
Yeah, not a lot.
Yeah.
I was sold on port.
Not enough to pay for my equipment by a long shot. But
By
I
a
have
long
sold
shot,
few pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, by a long shot. Yeah.
Enough to pay for some memory cards and a few batteries, maybe, but that's about it.
Yeah. I've sold
Yeah.
Nothing to brag about, really.
Yeah.
Just it's kind of fun, kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it is. I mean, even if it's whatever it is, it's kind of like okay, it's kind of it's a validation that somebody appreciates what you're doing. On some level.
I mean,
You know, like, or you get a subscriber to a YouTube channel, or whatever. You know, it's just a validation that you're doing something right. Yeah, which is almost more important at the end of if you're not specifically in it to make a bunch of to make money specifically. But if you're just doing it because you enjoy doing it or want to,
I sold a lot of prints and framed images when I was doing, family photography.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
But So it's cool, to walk in someone's house and see your work on their walls. Some of the models I shot.
Yep.
I actually sold them some prints. Sometimes they would come in my house and see how I would have it framed, and they would buy it. So,
Yep. It's nice. All right, Wes. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18 alligators in here. What's going on? They're just sunning themselves in the afternoon, basically?
Yeah, it's just a nice day at the beach.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, James, is this what when you go to the beach at Naples, if you see this on the beach, then you know it's a good day at the beach.
But I won't be around.
Man, this guy up here? Oh, is that 2 alligators?
Yeah, there's 2 there.
Because that thing looks like he's like 40 feet long. I guess. Okay. Yeah,
How
but
fast
he's still a big one now. Look at that. Yeah.
Hey, Wes, how fast can they run?
I don't know, maybe about 40, but not real far, a couple feet only.
Yeah, I'm completely good. Trust me. Oh, yeah, this is about as close as I want to get to one of these bad boys.
They on land, they're not very good. In water, that's where you don't want to be.
Yeah, you don't want to.
Again, I'm good.
They're kind of like, aren't they? Wasn't it like snakes? If you see like a snake that's coiled up or whatever, that the distance that you have to really be out of if you want to have a chance to not get bit is like the length of the snake. I mean, that's kind of probably like that for the alligator, especially on land. It's probably a few.
Yeah, it's roughly They can lunge at you, but they can't do a flat run. They can't flat out run. They can just sort of lunge at you.
Yeah.
Looks like a lot of boots on there.
Yeah.
I don't know how many pairs of 12 size boots you can get out of that.
A whole lot.
Wes, where was you when you took this shot?
On the other side.
On the other side. I was.
No. The place, you bloody idiot. Where was you?
It's just the place I go that's just down the road here for me, a couple minutes.
But these are your neighbors.
Yeah.
Yeah. No offense, but you got some ugly ass neighbors, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Live in the rough side of town.
Actually,
That's the rough side. Exactly.
Well, yeah, that's the security patrol.
Yeah, they go around his house making sure Wes is okay.
Yeah, a little bit too much sun on them bad boys. They need some sunscreen, Wes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's like the Paynes Prairie mall cops. They're out there just patrolling,
Oh my God, that is so effing intimidating. I swear to God.
Yeah, that's.
I'm completely good. Yeah.
No.
Well, if I saw that, I'd be like, "Yep. How you doing, guys?"
There we go.
Like,
Okay, so yeah, this last one was at 150. Yeah, so you were on the other side of the water looking at it, and this one.
That's a panorama also. So
Okay.
it's multiple shots.
Okay, how many shots?
Oh, probably 9 or so.
Okay, all right. So this looks like this next shot is of this guy here, maybe. Yeah, looks like. He's doesn't look that big.
No, it's like I was talking about last time about the stripes. You can see he's got a lot of color in his skin there. He's pretty young still.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe 3 feet.
Okay.
4 feet maybe.
Probably about max size you would want for a pet. After that, then you're looking to put them in the water somewhere. Yeah.
How long can they stay out of water? Because they need the water, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, they need to drink water, I'm sure, but I don't think they need to live in the water. They can stay underwater for a long time, several hours.
Right.
can they really? Wow.
Yeah.
They don't have gills, so they don't breathe air through the water.
No.
But they're probably more to. I imagine out in the sun, their skin just dries out too. I mean that would be. But dry skin works good on belts, boots, and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's what I'm saying. It looks like a lot of boots to me right now, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lots of gator tail.
Yeah.
Gator tail.
Mm-hmm. Tastes like chicken.
Tastes like chicken. Yeah.
Oh, so this is a purple gallon.
That looks so innocent after coming off those pictures.
Yeah. Now, you don't see off to the right. There's an alligator going on.
Yeah, these are floating water plants, so there's
This
probably
is the
alligators
before, and
underneath
then
there.
Then the after is just a few purple feathers left on the leaf.
Yeah.
Good day, bad day.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's a colorful bird. Look at that.
It is.
It is definitely purple.
Yeah. They're this time of year they're more brightly colored than normal.
Okay. Yep. Mating season. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good capture, man. All
Yeah.
that green.
Total nice contrast to all the green leaf. Yeah. That's very nice. Yeah. That's kind of cool. Floating around all those little lilies or whatever those things are that are floating in the water. Yeah. All over the place down there. Oh, the one that got away. Osprey. There's the fish. Does that fish have a head? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got a head.
Oh, okay, there it is. Okay, there's the eye. Okay. Yeah. Bird's like, damn.
Right.
Try again.
Yep.
Well, that fish probably, I don't know, did the bird actually have it in its talons or did it never even?
No, it never.
Okay, so just
Never
missed
actually had it. Yeah.
Okay, so the fish probably doesn't have puncture wounds, doesn't have punctures in, so the fish will probably survive then. Yeah.
Until another bird comes by.
Yeah. Oh, that's neat. So you just kind of go there and you watch and see what's going on and try to capture stuff as it happens. Yeah.
Yep.
That's nice. Very nice.
Nice shot.
Yeah. Concentrate. Oh, he's looking down at the water, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in a dive.
Yeah.
See his talons out there.
Getting ready to grab something. Get some fish out of the water. Oh, that's neat. Nice. What is that? Yeah. 600. Yeah. 80D.
Yeah. Pretty much everything's at 600. I would kill to have a 600 f4 lens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just need about $13,000.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Oh my.
You got to sell a few images for that, Wes.
Yeah.
Have you rented one? Have you rented one?
I don't even want to rent one. It's probably $1,000 just to rent one.
No, they're not that much. It'd be surprised. Well, it's actually, I better back up because it's been ages since I checked into renting one. So, but they, it's probably been 10 years since I looked into it, but it was, I don't know, $400 or so for like a week, And if you do it at a good time, they're always having like, if you rent 1 week, you get 2 weeks and that sort of deal,
Okay, Wes, you're the tooth beast expert. So what's the difference between a croc and an alligator?
The nose.
Yeah.
Is it the nose difference?
Yeah, the crocodiles have a narrower nose.
Oh, okay.
Narrower snout, and it's
So
longer
Okay,
and narrower.
Narrower.
Oh,
okay. And alligators are more of a snub nose.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, there you go, Coach. There's your answer.
snow. I'm gonna Google that. He says they have
Wild rain and snow.
what is this snow I keep hearing? I'm gonna Google snow. Right?
Yeah. What is snow? See, Alexa, what is snow?
According to Wikipedia, snow comprises individual ice crystals that grow while suspended in the atmosphere, usually up in clouds, and then fall, accumulating on the ground where they undergo further changes.
There you go.
It consists of frozen crystalline water throughout its life cycle, starting when, under suitable conditions, the
Alexa,
ice crystals
cancel.
Exactly.
You
Wow.
know way too much about snow.
So it's $471 for a week to run a 600 millimeter f4.
Yeah. So but okay. 400.
That's a lot of money.
$471 for. And how much did you buy your current 600 lens
Yeah, I mean that just for comparison, that was $775 plus I got $100 gift card.
Yeah. So you got
Well,
So I paid $675 for it.
Yeah, see, for me, I would be all about it. Like, let's say I still lived in Albuquerque and I knew that Bosco del Apache was coming out. I mean, that's what I would do.
Yeah, that would be. It would be an event. It's an event lens. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a
You know what
specific.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
I mean, you could buy one and then could turn around and sell it. Buy one used and then turn around and sell it. Maybe only lose $100.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
would
So
rather
you
do
get to
that.
buy one for 6,000, use it for a year, and sell it for 5,700 or 5,500.
It'll probably be like 8 or 10,000 used.
Yeah. Yeah.
do that. Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that's so it rents for $471 a week. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the lens new price is about 13,000, right?
Yeah, maybe they're
600
13,000.
600 f4. So what does that thing weigh? That's got a
20
It says
pounds.
here. It doesn't give a weight. Wait, see all.
if you got to ask, you can't carry it.
It's probably
6.71 pounds.
oh 6. Oh, that was
Yeah.
way less than I thought. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but you
But
definitely.
it's
definitely need a
big.
mono.
All that weight's out on the end because
Yeah,
the
it's-
front element's like gigantic. It's like 160
You,
millimeters or
got to
something.
be shooting on a tripod or a monopod. 'Cause,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I would. It's. I tell you, man, it's fun to rent them big lenses, man. When you get them shots, it is incredible.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I shot next to Scott Bourne when he had that Sigma
Mhm.
experimental lens. That was the 600. Those things are gigantic.
Yeah.
He had it in the bed of his pickup. He couldn't even the damn thing was ginormous, man. That thing had
Oh yeah, it comes with its own case.
yeah.
Hard
So
case.
the front element's like a dinner plate. I mean, it's so.
Oh, yeah.
big, right? Yeah.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's that's the big glass.
Yeah, for me, when the times that I haven't shot a 600, but for the times that I've rented those big lenses, man, it's just been so worth it. And all I did at the time was I booked some high school graduations and I charged it to that, and then I went down and shot the stuff I needed to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can understand that. If you're getting paid for it, yeah, hell yeah. I'd rent it in a heartbeat, but just for my own pleasure, no.
Yeah. Yeah. If you can use it and get paid and offset some of the costs and get paid for using it for part of the time for pay and the other part for just having fun with it. Yeah. That makes
from my experience, just to get good with a lens like that, it's gonna be months of practice to get good with a lens like that. So yeah, renting for a week's not gonna do me any good.
Yeah. Well, you probably get some good shots, but yeah, you wouldn't get as good as if you had it. That's for sure.
Right.
Because it's a whole different way of shooting, probably. Yeah.
It is a hoot, man. If I knew of an event here, I'd rent it, man. I'm that type of goober. I would, because I love the experience, man. The experience with it, and I'm that kind of. Hell, I'll go to the store and spend over $300 on beer. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I dropped more than $300 on 2 records.
Mm-hmm.
I just bought another record for. Oh, you don't even want to know how much I'll spend on a
Really?
record.
Oh boy, Joe. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's just a record. I don't know. It's the experience. You know what I'm saying for me?
Yeah. That's all part of it. Yeah. So now, speaking of experiences, Fish is having a bad experience. Everybody's having a good one.
Yes. Yeah. Well, there's actually 2 experiences happening here.
Yeah, good and bad. Yeah. The yin and the yang.
There's the yin and yang. Yeah. Just
working together.
On whose viewpoint you're focused on here, right?
Yeah. It just depends on your point of view.
Yeah.
It's like somebody. What's that saying? Glass is half full or half empty.
Yeah.
And somebody says, "Well, no, actually, the glass is always full. It's just full of either water or air."
Yeah, there you go. That I never thought about that. That's pretty good. I like that. This is another great capture, man. When you can get these kind of shots, I think this is fantastic.
Yeah.
You know,
you've got the egret. Was that a heron in the background? Is that a great blue heron in the background?
Yeah. And if that bothers you, that's easy enough to take out.
I
think that adds to it.
I think it does.
Personally,
it kind of shows the whole, what's going on.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If it bothered you, you know what I'm saying? It's easy enough to take out. But I think this is a great capture.
Yeah, and the nice position of the bird in the frame is kind of cool. Yeah.
It was good, spot on, like focusing on the actual bird, fish, keeping the wings a little blurry so you get that sense of the. Yeah, it's good, man.
The 500th, yeah.
It's great light on there, so the sun is just beaming right on the head and on the fish. That's good stuff.
Yep. Wide open.
That place is good in the evening.
Yeah.
Not in the morning.
Yeah, pretty quiet in the morning.
You just can't. You'd have to be on the other side over here.
Oh,
and you can't,
because of the sun. Yeah.
You can't get over there.
It's all in you're shooting into the sun instead of
Yeah.
You got to be on the alligator side. Is that what you?
Yeah. Where all those alligators were, that's where you have to be in the morning.
Yeah.
This was shot at the Botanical Garden.
Okay. So this was at the Botanic Garden.
Yeah, and I just did a few shots, that's all. But I did it HDR. I've been doing a lot of my shots with HDR, just holding it. It's working out fine. Just the regular one, HDR2, where it does a few shots either side.
Okay. Does it do 3 shots?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it works out good.
It's nice.
Yeah. Comes out good. It pulls out a little more detail as long as you don't go crazy with the sliders. So, but yeah, that's nice, and that's a nice.
So all my photographs I've took, what you're going to see now, taking it with a HDR2, which is just a couple each side of the actual main shot.
So does it do you have it? Oh, look at this thing, it's vibrant. So is it 3 stops above and below? Is that how it does it?
Yeah, I think it's 3.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of, I think you can adjust the number of shots, 3 or 5, and then you can adjust.
Well, what happens is you got HDR1, HDR2, and then you got frames, 3 frames at this level, 5 frames at this, and 7 frames at this. I do HDR4, and then what it does is it creates it in the camera and just does one picture.
Okay. So it comes out as a JPEG.
Yeah.
Okay. So it comes out as a JPEG.
In camera, then that's what. Okay.
Yeah. So this is all done in camera, and then you just export the JPEG, basically.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice.
And then when I do it post editing, I don't really do too much. I just touch it up a little bit.
Yeah, maybe crop and whatever. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if I want to crop.
Right. Yeah. He's. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
He's already got. Yeah. That's cropping.
Crops other people's images, are not his own.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do as they say, not as they do.
It's cropped. All my pictures are usually cropped to a certain degree.
All right. Here's another question from Coach. He's full of questions today.
Yeah.
Can you take pics in 4K, and how do you do it?
Sure. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
You can shoot 4K video and extract photos from it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. That's the way. I think that's, you could shoot. Yeah. If your phone does 4K or your camera does 4K, you can pull a frame out.
Yeah.
And
just have to have editing software of some kind that can
pull
frames out.
Yeah. Yeah. So any kind of video editing software will allow you to do a frame capture.
Well, these images are actually higher resolution than 4K.
Yeah, these are higher than 4K. These are, I don't know what they would be. What's the ADD? What is it? 24 megapixel?
24 megapixels. So 4K is like around 12 megapixels.
Yeah, so it's like 16K probably. Yeah, because it's, or 8K.
Well, it'd be like, yeah,
like 8K. So yeah, so we used to do 4K back in the day, Coach, but now we do 8K. That's why image, cameras, single shot cameras are so much better image quality than video.
Right.
I mean, ultimate image quality is, from a photography as opposed to video. So, but yeah, you can get some really nice captures out of a 4K video, and they're perfectly good.
Oh yeah. I think that's one of the reasons for cats wanting to shoot in 8K, so they can extract a pretty damn good, perfect image right on.
Yeah, they can extract a good image, and they've got a lot of room for
cropping
and zooming and all that stuff. Yeah. Cropping. Yeah.
The big C word.
James has got an 8K camera, so he can crop.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hey, if he needs to tell about a story, crop it.
Yeah.
And then don't tell anyone; they won't know.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, if you don't,
Never know.
it's just the final image, whatever you like. Yeah.
They'll never know. They'll never know. Crop
or no crop, doesn't matter, as long as you get to tell the story you want to tell.
I like this little plant, and a little. I'm right away. I'm drawn to that brightness that's on the right side there.
This flower over here on the right. That's got the sun coming on the back of it. Yeah.
Kind of mildly painting some of that brightness in the rest of the petals of these other leaves that are on would to even out that brightness would really make it pop. It's just good. I like it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is it a nice botanic gardens?
I do. It's all right. I didn't think much of it, to be honest. I wouldn't want to go back. It's a lot of walking around, and all you're seeing is trees and bushes. And
yeah.
Now that's on the beach, Naples Beach, and I don't know who the guy was. I took the photograph.
Okay. Sunset.
Well, it's funny because when that sun came down, it kind of like came down at the back. Then all of a sudden, when it got close, a cloud came up and hit it. So I was lucky to get it.
It's a really relaxing image, man. I like it.
It is. Yep.
Hell, I'm having a beer, enjoying this image right now.
Serenity now. Serenity.
This is serenity right now. Yeah, fishing on the beach. I mean, this is. Yeah, you got to print this one, James. Put it on the wall, my friend.
Yeah.
That one's a nice one. Yeah. This next one is my friend. I told him to stand by the fishing rod. He said, "It's not mine." I said, "Well, don't touch it."
Hey, well, yeah, I'll leave that alone. Yeah, just don't touch another man's rod. You don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless you want to be friends. I'm just saying, like,
I don't know. He was a nice guy, though.
Yeah.
He came over and spoke to us and that.
Yeah, most people are usually very interested in what you're doing as long as you just ask permission and let them, tell them what you're doing. Yeah, people don't care.
Sometimes I've given people my business card and said, I'll put on my site, and if it comes out, if you want it, just take a print of it.
Yeah. That's nice. It was a nice, calm day. Look how calm the water is.
Yeah, man. Yeah, because you weren't really doing anything special for the water, right?
No.
Shots. You didn't have a filter on it, did you?
I had a polarizer.
Polarizer? Okay. Yeah.
My details don't come out down there. I think I have to change something in my Lightroom thing to that the metadata come across.
This is a nice shot. Yeah. It's nice. Lines up nice. You got the reflection of the sun, and then the fishing rod, and then your friend. You kind of all. Yeah. It's a neat. The power of three. Isn't that what they? Yeah.
I just want to get closer because I like the lines and that.
Close up. Yeah, there you go. 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice. So how long has your friend lived down in Naples? How long has he been down there?
3 years. But he used to go down on the holidays because his sister lives down there and his daughter lives down there.
Oh, okay.
He used to go down on holidays. He said when he retires, he might as well just move down.
And he did, yeah. Oh, yeah. If he's got family down there, I mean, that's a good place to be. Yeah. Nice. Yep. Sunset at the beach.
Now this one you can see the fishing rod down the bottom. Not the fishing rod, the holder.
Yep. You got a holder, and you can see the line, fishing line coming out of there too. So yeah.
And that wasn't Photoshop, that was real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, sunset along the water. Yeah, it's kind of hard to go wrong with that. You can do a lot of good images like that. The blue hour. Look at the sand's got that nice blue tint to it. Yeah. Oh, okay. So here you go. So that's the same. We saw the other one where we had this other building off to the left. Now this is, he cropped it a little bit for you, James.
Well, he must have heard me.
Yeah.
Well, the other one was portrait. This one's landscape.
Yeah, this is landscape. Yeah, the other
So
one was
now you
portrait.
actually have on the right that other lighthouse way.
Yeah, which wasn't there on the other one, right? Yeah. So if we go back to the group and you look.
But now you have more of the beach.
Yeah.
Kind of cool.
Yeah. It's kind of two different.
I feel like it's actually the exact same crop on the left as you're looking at the image. It's just a different.
Okay, so in this one, he's back. You've got these rocks, and then he goes up on. Okay, so what he's done basically, he's walked up past those rocks, which are behind him now in this image.
Okay.
Which got him to the point where he goes landscape. Yeah, then he can go landscape and get rid of that building off to the left that we saw in the vertical. But then you get more space out to the right of this little thing out there, that other little lighthouse. But yeah, that's the other one's neat because you got the green and the tide pool and everything there.
The perspective.
The perspective is. Now this one is better from the thing that everything built outside of these lights, which are added, but you really get the sense that that these go together. You got an old lighthouse with an old brick building and all of that. But yeah, that's a neat. That's a good way to end it. Nice one, Simi.
Yeah.
Late afternoon. You have some peaks from rescue.
I know it says he took it on April 25th, but I wonder if he just posted it. Like if he just put it up here.
Yeah. I'm not getting exit. Let's see what happens. There we go. So let's see when it was digitized. Not that really means. Oh, Simi, you got to update your copyright. Put a 2021 there in there. Digitized 425. Yeah, digital. Well, assuming.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you did editing, I could. But yeah, probably pretty similar. Yeah, they taken on April 25th. A couple weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, it's nice. Good stuff. Now I want to see alligators up here.
Yeah, climbing the lighthouse there.
Climbing the lighthouse. Yeah. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Good. A good show, guys. Appreciate everybody showing up.
Good images.
Yep. The left half doesn't use the camera. The right half uses the camera.
Hey, Wes, have you found a job yet? Any luck?
No, have two other positions that I'm hopeful about that are coming up. That they closed last week, so I'm hoping to hear something in the next few days.
Okay, good. Fingers crossed for you. Yeah, that's.
I got contacted by 3 people to make sure I applied for that job. So those jobs. So
okay.
Maybe that means something.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, it's better than not hearing from anybody asking if you applied. So that's usually a good thing. So
yeah, it's interesting to me. There's so much work here. I find it interesting.
Yeah, there's it's difficult because there's a lot of entry level stuff that's I don't really want to do because it's not enough money and I don't have the certifications I would need to get some of the more higher positions that would make my pay equal to what I was making or more. So it's difficult right now. Yeah, I don't have the certifications or anything.
Yeah,
I just have some work history.
Yeah. And then Gainesville is, what's the population of the metro area there? 100,000 maybe.
Yeah, like 150,000 or so.
Yeah. So that's.
And it's a college town, so there's an abundance of people with degrees and certifications.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, there is that. Yeah.
Or is what Phoenix is what how many people in 5 million people in the metro area? It's got to be something like that. That's kind of like Atlanta. I think Atlanta's like 5.5 million people or something like that in the whole metro area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because there's just, boy, if you came here, I bet you'd find a job within days, I would imagine. I mean, there's just every business you see has a help wanted, you know, like.
Mm-hmm.
But they're getting too much money from the government to go to work. A lot of these people are getting too much. They need to stop the payments and get the people out to work because there's jobs there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a challenge, but with the work experience that you have, Wes, it's you don't want to take another job and then have to get a bunch of take it at a much lower pay rate, and then have to go back and get a bunch of other certifications to hopefully bump you back up over time. Versus if you can find something that's kind of closer to what you were doing, where you wouldn't necessarily need all the certifications. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
and the ones I'm hoping for will require me to have a certification within a year, which is fine. I'm willing to do that, no problem. But
exactly. Yeah, because the role it's probably gotten to, well, you're not IT basically, and there's just talking to clients that are in IT. I thought there was a lot of certifications in the financial side, but oh my gosh, IT has certifications for everything.
Yeah,
I mean. I know how to plug
in
an
Ethernet.
Either. I know how to plug in an Ethernet. I have an Ethernet 5 certification. No, wait, I can do Ethernet 6. I have an Ethernet 6.
Yeah. There's a lot of junk certifications too. But,
it seems like they're kind of niched down on what the certifications are for different aspects. So that's there's always some new certification you can get, I would imagine.
On a lighter note, have you gotten any like HQRs, Wes, UHQRs, or
it's too rich for my blood?
Is it? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I would
love to hear one, but yeah.
I didn't know if you got one of the Miles Davis UHQRs.
Did you get one of those, Joe? Did you get one of the Miles Davis?
Yeah.
Did it show up?
No, they literally just released on the 21st. Yeah. Kind of
blue, right? Isn't that the one? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been picking up some of the what are they called? The Blue Note. The high quality Blue Note ones.
The Tone Poet or the 80s?
Yeah.
Tone Poet, and then they've got the 80s reissues, which are pretty good.
They got the silver.
Yeah, Tone Poet's pretty good and a reasonable price.
Yeah, the pricing is good on those.
They're all analog, from the original analog tapes. So it's
and Craft Recordings, man. Craft Recordings, you can't beat that value, man. The Craft Recordings has fantastic jackets. They're typically around 25 to under $30, let's say, typically. Mm-hmm. Fantastic vinyl, great presses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Craft Recordings, man. I've just got some more there. The Blue Note, Mark knows how I do on Amazon. I've been saving on a lot of records by getting the Amazon warehouse deals on, so I'm saving $5 here, $6 there, $10 on
something that gets a return or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and tell you the truth, they're fine. They're playing it on some, budget record player, which is fine, whatever record player you have, but it skips for them, and I clean it in my ultrasonic, and
that's good.
It's fine.
I bought a couple, and the ones I got, the jackets were all dinged up and stuff, so I wasn't too happy with that.
Oh, wow! Do you buy a new release when they first came out, that type of thing?
No, it was just like warehouse deals, like
okay.
Check them out. Stuff I was curious about that I didn't want to pay full price for.
Mm-hmm. The good thing about it is if they do come too damaged for you, you just send it back.
Yeah, I sent one of the ones back and kept the other one.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. In the description, when they tell you the jacket might be damaged, most of the time it's not. I've gotten some that are literally brand new, shrink wrap still on them. But I got one recently, like you said, and it was torched, man. This thing was done. So
Oh yeah.
you gotta go back, so
Yeah, but most of the time it's not as bad as they say it is.
most of the time it's not. And the one that I just got, the Dr. Lonnie
Lonnie Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had put it didn't have the shrink wrap, and they had put some tape around the edges. So I've gotten really good at doing my surgery to remove the tape and then get the glue. And the good thing about the Tone Poets is they make them glossy, so all that stuff can come out without damaging the jacket.
Yeah. So no, that's probably, if you like that, if you like jazz, post bop and hard bop and that type of stuff. Yeah, I mean that's probably one of the best values out there for good quality recordings. Yeah, I mean full all analog, well remastered, well pressed. Yeah, I've got 20 of them, and I haven't had any that I didn't like. I mean, they're all just done very well. So
I'm so frustrated with acoustic sounds because you find out how much stuff they press, and the minute I find out they press it, I'm like, oh my God, gotta have it. Now I'm looking at the Vinyl Me Please because they're pressing some of their stuff, and they do a fantastic job with their pressings, man.
Yeah.
They really do pay attention.
What is the vinyl? Now it's is it up to $40 or something a month? I know they raised their prices about 6 months ago, wasn't it, Wes?
Yeah, I think it's about $40 a month.
Yeah, and I canceled my subscription at that point. I was like, yeah.
Well, they've got, you can just go on there and buy some of their stuff.
Yeah, you can. You can. Yeah, you can go on and buy stuff.
The cool thing is you can, anything that RTI or Acoustic Sounds presses, you can go on Acoustic Sounds and buy it. So I don't even go to Vinyl Me Please. They have it on Acoustic Sounds.
Yeah, most of them do. Yeah.
I'm buying it through Acoustic Sounds. And sometimes Acoustic Sounds is cheaper than anybody. Sometimes. Not all the time. So.
Yeah. It just depends. So yep. Well, you're doing photography. Well, no, you're buying You're buying images.
Yes, big.
You're getting nice covers, jackets with nice images on them.
Tip-on jackets, yeah, that whole thing.
You're buying artwork.
A lot of care taken in that photography, you bet. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. All right, gentlemen, good show. We will be back in what? I guess is that 2 weeks from now?
The 2
What
weeks.
is it going to be? The 30th, so it'll be the 6th of June. 2 weeks is the 6th of June.
6th.
Yep, June 6th. So we'll be back then, and I guess 2 weeks from there is Father's Day. So yeah, but we'll be back on the 6th of June. So all right, take care. Good show, guys.
Bye.
Bye now. See ya.
See ya. Later.